still believe in the demon Democrats, rather than put their asses in check, they busy giving them the support that they so figured that it should be, but you never did no historical facts or checking on who you were voting for, especially when it comes to black people saying a lot of stupid shit out their mouth and thinking that it's just going to lean over on every black person to follow the crowd. It is not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? In another unusual turn for Deep Blue, New York, the money race has also tightened in the campaign home stretch, while Hoxel has a fundraising edge over. Yes, they always, because they stole all the money by blowing the debt ceiling clean off the roof and blowing it clean out the mother. You know what I'm saying? So they're not holding nobody with that. You know what I'm saying? So I expect that. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Biden thinking that he controls all the money while he's in office and everybody's a peon begging for a nut. This is what the demon Democrats love to do. You know what I'm saying? But when we look at the fundraising edge, overall, independent groups have pumped a remarkable $20 million through a super PAC to help Zeldin in recent weeks, campaign finance records show. As a result, the ad spending is close. Lee Zeldin and his group dropping $9.3 million into ads since October 18, compared to $9 million by Hoxel and her allies, according to data from the ADAPAC or whatever. Most of the money has been spent in a expensive New York so-called whatever bull. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that the polls are tighter than anyone expected gives both sides a great opportunity and a great message to rev up their voters with. It's close. We could win. It's close. We could lose, said Siena College poll spokesperson Stephen Greenberg, who has managed several demon Democrat statewide race. So we see. So it still comes out to people using their head as to how you're going to put the demon Democrats in check based on the fact that, you know what I'm saying, they have done this and done that for like over 47 years and still fighting to hold on to power in its utmost grip, to where they could just simply come in with what we saw happen in 2020, and once they know that Trump was going to be scandalized and galvanized out of there, you know what I'm saying, and thrown out or whatever, or cheated out, they're going to come back and ramp in, and that's why you're seeing Obama is back on the scene with his club head looking ass and Biden knucklehead idiot. You know what I'm saying? It's both of them out there, and then you have Obama, you know what I'm saying to Democrats, you know what I mean, sculling and mopping is not an option. Yeah, like his dumbass skull brain, and anybody would be listening to Obama is one stupid mother. Woo! You know you crazy, because I know who backed Obama in dealing with the LGBTQ community, to where they put him on even going back to college. You know what I'm saying? When Reverend Wright had to step up and defend his so-called little manhood. You know what I'm saying? But we see the AP, Associated Press, and then he signed a bill that wouldn't have been signed by much of anybody other president didn't sign it. Only the black man, only the so-called looking black man come in and did this bullshit. But see, what they do is they pass the baton amongst these different groups and racist groups that are spread across this country and this world, that is taking control and has taken control of government, and so on and so on. And they're all involved in the same Luciferian circle in secret society based on the garbage that they do. This is why when shit happens, it always seems to be, lately, in this matter, we knew that the fact that it would go global, because we knew it was already set in many ways this way before it came in to the United States, based on what they said. But the the Democratic Democrat Party most powerful voice warned Saturday that abortion, Social Security, and demon mockery, which is talking about him and his Luciferian group itself, are at risk as they so forth, I guess, labored to overcome the fierce political headwinds, the headwinds, and an ill-timed misstep from from Creepy Joe, you know what I'm saying, over the final weeks of the 2022 midterm elections. But, you know what I'm saying, who is talking is this idiot Obama. You know what I'm saying? And to me, every time you use the word democracy, what do you mean? Whatever the meaning of the word is that they say it is, it is not. Because when you look at it, what have it done other than cause more peril and more harm? In many, many ways, using that phrase and figure of speech is also seen to have some kind of religious overwhelm spell on the people's mind that does not. We must use the words that are better suitable for us as a country and as Americans, but Americans are so separated and in the racist garbage that they can't seem to even come together to think of a greasy spoon. But at the same time, he's sitting up here talking this bullshit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Talking about security and Social Security. Notice he threw in Social Security and democracy at the same time, plus the abortion. You see, all tricks, or all three, I would say three tricks, because when using the word democracy, it's the same thing of a trickery game. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, when you look at the etymology of it. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at the whole vibe of it, you see abortion, Social Security, and the democracy, or what they call democracy. You know what I'm saying? Itself, or at risk as they labor to overcome fierce political headwinds. And an ill-timed misstep from Creep Joe Biden over the final weeks of the 2020 midterm. Sculling and mopping is not an option, according to this idiot Obama Dama. You know what I'm saying? Told several hundred voters on the blustery days in Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? On Tuesday, let's make sure our country doesn't get set back 50 years. You already did that. You and the Biden administration and the demon Democrat, all of y'all. Obama, your dumbass, Creepy Joe Biden, his son, Hillary, Bill, Bush Sr., and even Michelle and many others that were involved in this ring that you had going on, and the garbage that you drove our country straight down 50 years of straight garbage. Don't give us this setback bullshit lie. Ain't nobody getting set back nowhere. Did you set it back when you blew the roof off the mother and talk about the debt ceiling because our country need to be built back better? You know what I'm saying? With a con artist bullshit while millions and trillions of dollars are funding wars all over the fucking planet of garbage invasion and garbage bullshit that we don't know about, we don't see, we not involved with, nor would we see any evidence or true facts on the matter. You know what I'm saying? So what are you talking about? You clown-ass lying son of a gun. We need to put these demon Democrats in check and make sure once and for all that they understand that the American people are the people and we have the power to do so. You know what I'm saying? Just like you have the power, you were elected by the people also. You know what I'm saying? You asking for votes right now in the midterm, ain't you, dumbass? So therefore, the people have the right to speak up beyond even that vote because you have the power written in the Constitution. As the Constitution says that we must be able to defend ourselves against any tyranny within government. We have seen this in 2020. So let's wake up here, people. Let's wake up here, people. It's time to come to grips with many things. We see now Italy, you know, silenced as ships with 1,000 rescued migrants seek help. You know what I'm saying? Well, we see a humanitarian group caring for nearly 1,000 rescued migrants, you know what I'm saying, on these three ships in the central Mediterranean are sounding an alarm about the deteriorating conditions. But Italy, new far-right lead government has not responded to the request for the save Portus to Portus. It hardens its position against rescue boats. You know what I'm saying? The country new interior minister Pato or whatever his name is, some fucked up name. You know what I'm saying? Something dumbness. You know what I'm saying? But he's a new minister, has set the groundwork to ban humanitarian ships from Italy ports while appealing to the country who flags the rescue ships flying to relieve, I guess, the burden on Italy by accepting the rescue passengers. Now I'm saying the move, you know what I'm saying, is reminiscent of the anti-NGO, you know what I'm saying, you know what the fuck that is, posture taken by the League Party leader, Matos or whatever his name is, Salvini, you know what I'm saying. Now the deputy premier who prevents humanitarian ships from accessing Italy's ports when he was interior minister from 2018 to 2019. Yeah, racist motherfucker. Said like Italy belongs to them. You know what I'm saying? You invaded Italy and you're an invader of that land. You're not original to the land either. That land was African land and you know it. You a stealer, a robber, and a goddamn fucking overseer. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, based on your slavish mentality and racist garbage that you have no evidence to back up and show us anything as black people that you are here first. You is an invader and a criminal. And you know what I'm saying? Don't let me call you out your name. You need to help those refugees, and the humanitarian aid needs to move forward. You tight-wad, racist, Ku Klux Klan, neo-Nazi piece of garbage that invaded Italy and sat up there and still in there up to this day. You know what I'm saying? You need to remove yourself as well. Don't let us have to go into the historical facts of your garbage. You know what I'm saying? It make you top Republicans looking to New York to flip the House as blue states remain in play before election day. This is coming from the New York Post, as we see.